And looks like we are live now. We should be good to go. How is everyone's day going so far? And how is everyone's weekend? We're back at it again with another week here at GI. Another week of savings and some big things going on. Big things going on this week. Hopefully, though, we gotta ask, be polite. You gotta make sure mind my manners. How was everyone's weekend? Hopefully, your weekend was fantastic. How was everyone's Mother's Day as well? That was this past Sunday. Hopefully, everyone or Saturday or Sunday, one of the two. How was everyone's Mother's Day? Hopefully, you got to spend some time with your family, celebrating, of course, right? I definitely got to do that for my family, but yeah, man. I'm now that that's over with, I'm finally glad to get back into it. Looking forward to more streams, hanging out with the rest of the Airsoft community. This is going to be a news update stream. So again, we're going to be talking about all the news stuff, the latest and greatest going on right now at GI, of course, right? But again, how is everyone's day going so far? If you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream and share this around with as many people as possible, right? Let us know that you guys want us to continue putting out all this free, amazing content, and word of mouth is the strongest weapon we have right now against the YouTube algorithms. But yeah, let's see who we got in the chat first. Black Brick first, good to see you, man. Fish McKing, hello. Jaw, good to see you as well. RGK, hell, do a backflip. I can't do a back, but I'll do a spin. I'll do a spin for you. There you go. I just spin. There you go. There you go. Coop303. Hey, dude. Good to see you again. Haven't seen you in a while, dude. DJ, what's up, brother? How you doing? ACM, good to see you as well. Good to see you as well. Epic Fail 989. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see everyone, guys. Again, make sure to share this around. Let people know that this is where people need to be. They want to go ahead and get as many entries into this week's guaranteed $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. That's right. It's guaranteed $1,000. Now, what exactly does that mean? When I say guaranteed shopping spree giveaway, well, ordinarily, when we do our shopping spree giveaway, right, we'd have a certain time frame, like 10 minutes for the winner that was called out to come into the actual live chat, give the verifying information, and claim that $1,000 prize pot. But the winner last week was not present. He was not there to go and claim his prize. And again, we're not going to reward someone that isn't there actually watching the live streams, right? You got to be there. That's all we ask. You got to be there at the very minimum, right, in order to actually participate, right? So this time around, when we call the winning order number, we're going to only wait 2 minutes. If the winner is not there within the 2-minute time frame, we're going to go ahead and spin again. And we're going to keep doing that until we find a winner, someone that is actually watching and present in the live chat during the live stream in order to claim that prize, right? So guarantee someone's going to do it. We'll be there all night if we have to until someone is going to be able to take home that $1,000 prize pot. And again, it can literally go to anyone. I've listed the link to the live stream rules for the giveaway itself coming this Thursday. Again, it's happening this Thursday, 5/16. Guaranteed $1,000. Guaranteed. And all you got to do is still place a $20 or greater order, and you automatically get an entry in. Place a $20 or greater order, and you are in, and that's it. However, during the duration of these streams, I like to go ahead and throw in some extra promotions, right? Every $50 you spend will be getting you 5 entries into the shopping spree. That's 5 chances of winning $1,000. However, right now there are some other things you can also do to increase your odds of winning the shopping spree giveaway, right? Order yourself a 2024 Platinum Mystery Box, right? You'll be getting 15 chances. Order yourself a pistol, Mayo Gang Airsoft Pistol Mystery Box. That's 10 chances as well. An Echo 1 PMG, that is going to be getting you 25 chances. The PMG is no joke, man. The PMG is probably one of my favorite airsoft guns you can get right now. It's just of all time because it's so affordable, so lightweight. Talking some major firepower here. And again, for under $300, right? PMG 5, you look that bad boy up on the site. Look at this. Look at this. Right? You can even get a package for it if you wanted to. $289.99, right? Less than $300. Order this bad boy. That's 25 entries into the shopping spree. 25 chances of winning all for yourself. That is absolute steal. That is insane. That is absolute insanity. Virtual insanity, if you will. That's going on right there. Right? Order yourself the Tandem Cross Cthulhu. That's 10 chances. Or the Baba Yaga 2 specifically, and that's also 10 chances as well. Again, there's so many deals going on as well. On top of this as well, right? 10% off BB's batteries, 10% off upgrade parts, 10% off optics, popular airsoft guns, 10% off the MGC4 series. That's what's up, baby. And 20% off tactical gear, and of course 20% off the Baba Yaga series as well. So again, there's a lot. There's a hell of a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about this live stream as well. A lot of new things, right, that have been changing, a lot of new things that just hit the site that we didn't really get a chance too much to talk about, unfortunately. And Boaz will be joining me later on today during the stream as well, towards the later half. Like once it hit the 30, he'll probably be on as well. So if you guys do have any airsoft related questions as well, this is also a Q&A. Feel free to go ahead and put your airsoft related questions down into the live chat. Just put the letter Q right in front of it. Definitely makes it a lot easier for me to see. Whether you're looking for product recommendations, my opinions on certain things, by all means, you're more than welcome to. Any of the products right now I'm going to be going over, if you have questions about those, by all means, I will be happily answering your questions on those as well. But first things first, right? Let's go ahead and get the big things out of the way, right? Some of the newest releases that we've been getting, right? Some of the biggest updates to hit so far. This is absolutely insane. This is absolutely insane. The E&L T191. I move this out of the way so you guys can go ahead and see that. Take a look at that. That's cool. That's freaking sick. Right? That's freaking sick. I absolutely love this gun. This, again, I don't know the exact model like that it was actually based off of, but I know this is the model that the Chinese PLA is currently in use right now. So very, very cool, right? We are seeing a little bit more stuff being added to sort of the Milsim side. But what's cool about it is that, again, it is going to be using both a HPA and CO2 system, which, again, I thought was really, really cool. I thought was really sick because you have the option of using both, right? Again, I always am intrigued and interested by CO2 platforms, or just anything that's running off of CO2. I know CO2 rifles aren't necessarily a new thing in airsoft, but I don't think they've just ever really taken off. And I don't mean gas like any sort of like green gas blowback system that happen to be using a CO2 magazine. No, I mean like a dedicated CO2 system. You know what I mean? That's honestly what I want. The same thing that benefits you would getting from a GVR, but with a CO2 instead. That's what I want at the end of the day. And this honestly might be that. Now, $598 is a little bit pricey, but again, considering what you are getting, I still very much want to bring one of these bad boys in so we can actually talk about this as well. I want to be able to go ahead and bring this in so we can actually talk about this. Oh, there we go. So we can talk about this, right? Oh, let me shrink this bad boy over here. That makes it a little easier. There you go. There you go. Sweet. Makes it a little easier for you guys to go ahead and see that as well, right? This bad boy, yeah, they're the only downside. Again, just bear in mind, obviously, read the descriptions on most of our products. Anything that's like gas powered, they're not going to come included with the gas. You're going to have to get that separately. Just keep that in mind as well. Which, if you guys were looking for gas as well, right, make sure to go ahead and check out the Magni gas combos. We actually just put those up on the site not like too long ago. I think like early last week. Or like maybe 2 weeks ago at this point. But yeah, man, these combos are very, very convenient. And they're hella discounted too. These are like, you can get this 6-pack right now. It's normally what, $120? You can get it for like half off. It's like $66 right now. It's insane, right? I'm just saying, right? That's one hell of a deal, especially if you needed to stock up on some green gas, right? But that is not only the new thing to actually hit the site. One thing that I'm also really excited that actually just went up earlier today. Take a look at this. This is the Atlas Custom Works ACW Pro Microgun M134, right? Now, this is supposed to be OEM by Well. I believe this is going to be the same OEM for the PMG as well. Now, take a look at this design. That's cool, man. I love, and yes, your eyes do not deceive you. That is indeed an actual M-LOK handguard. It's not just a heat shield. That is an M-LOK handguard on there. So it is going to be compatible with M-LOK accessories on there as well. Granted, which ones would you want to put on there? I'm gonna be real. I don't know. I don't know what would really look that good on this per se. Maybe you can get like some type of like vertical grip. Maybe you just want to do a chainsaw thing, going for it. Maybe, I don't know. There's a lot of potential with this. I'm just glad that they are at least offering it. This is going to be a little bit different from the PMG because it's not just doing 4 barrels, it's actually doing 5 rotating barrels, which I thought was pretty sick. You get this nice sort of like Picatinny carry handle on top here, so any sort of like optic of your choosing, or just want to put a laser or something. I don't know what you would be putting on there. I think for me, I probably would want to put maybe some type of like optic or some type of laser. I know that Lancer actually does have those combos where it's like a T1. It's a really chunky T1 looking thing where you get both a laser and the actual red dot as well. Maybe something like that would actually work very well for this type of setup, right? But this is also supposed to be using their the same sort of magazine system where you can actually just this clear little visor right here. That's clear, so you can actually see how many rounds approximately you have. It's a 1200 internal round magazine. So that's a lot of ammo to carry on you. That's a lot of ammunition that you can be carrying on your person all at once, which is, again, very, very convenient. Very, very convenient. All right, keeps going through. Make sure it says, yeah, this. And for $529, yes, so this is going to be, again, a little bit pricier compared to the PMG 5. But honestly, considering you are getting essentially like just more on top of a PMG 5 is actually pretty cool. So it does make sense why. In terms of its rate of fire out the box, this is going to be still using an 11-1 LiPo battery. I think it's supposed to actually, when it was advertised as from the distributor, it was supposed to be using a slightly larger battery compartment, which is very cool to see, right? You can always throw in a much larger battery in there, but it will already be shooting about like the 40 RPS, minimum out the box, which is really freaking sick, right? That sort of firepower right from the get-go, right out of the box, is insane to me, right? It's absolutely insane. But hey, it's there for people that want it, and it is still competitively priced compared to a lot of 249s that do exist out there. A lot of the A and K 249s that'll come included with the box bag, they are going to be around that price point too, So honestly, I would say so. You are getting a pretty unique LMG package for an LMG price that, again, for something that you just don't really see very often. So I would say this has definitely got to be a steal as well. Definitely a freaking steal for this as well. And remember, guys, during the duration of the stream, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. If you're not already getting some of this amazing stuff out here already, right? 2024 Platinum Mystery Box, 15 entries. Pistol Mystery Box, 10 chances. Echo 1 PMG 5, that's 25 entries. Tandem Cross, 10. And Baba Yaga 2 is getting you 10 entries as well. So just make sure to go out and get those bad boys. Check them out before it is too late. But yeah, speaking of newer products as well, on top of these two, we also have this one actually came out later on last week, towards the end of the week. We actually got in the new PTS Dead Air Sandwich. I had been waiting so long for those to come in. I had made their order a while ago, and they finally freaking came. And to be fair, I ordered a lot of these mock suppressors to come in, right? These are the Dead Air Salmon suppressors. They're going to come including 2 variations, the mock suppressor, or you can get the tracer unit version. Now, they are going to be a little bit pricey, but they are pretty cool because they're also going to come included with the actual flash hider needed to actually just mount it on. It's pretty freaking cool because they actually come included in 3 different lengths. There's the S, the K, and the L. I believe the S is supposed to be... Oh, no. It goes K, S, and then L. Yeah, K, S, and then L. So it's pretty cool. You have quite a few options, honestly, in terms of which one you want to go with. Yeah, of course. I freaking knew it. The K Tracy unit, this one, always is going to be the solid black. It died super predictable. I knew it. The K Tracy unit, the shortest version in black, was going to be the first one to sell it. I knew it. I called it. I should have put money on that. Damn it. But no, honestly, I would prefer the K or the S in Dark Earth. 50 Shades of Peanut Butter, man. 50 Shades of Peanut Butter. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the chat. Let's see how many questions we got going on. Pronte Customs, yo, what's up, man? Good to see you as well, man. Good to see you as well. Let's see here. When you say video gets you 5 entries, does that include shipping or before? That is your subtotal. So if you have a subtotal at $50 or more, then yeah, then you go ahead and get the 5 entries, and you get the 5 entries right then and there. But it's gotta be subtotal, man. Let's see here. Let's make sure I'm not missing anything. Got my first review Saturday, KDB LM4 Riz. With 7 man. Oh, nice. You got the KDB LM4. Dude, LM4 gang is still definitely a solid platform to get. There do exist a few upgraded components that exist out there, but there's not a whole lot. But to be honest, it's one of those platforms that doesn't really need a whole lot, at least in terms of its overall reliability. It's pretty damn good as long as you are willing to properly clean it. Again, the amount of people that have always told me, oh, the LM4 sucks, KDB system is garbage. It's okay, let me take a look at it, see what might be going on. It's bro, you haven't cleaned this since you got it, man. No wonder it's not performing the way you want it to. You're not taking care of it, right? I guarantee you, even if you were to give them a TM, right, they probably wouldn't take care of it either, right? And then again, it'd be the same problem, man. The same problems. You gotta clean your GVRs. I know some people don't like that, but you gotta do it. You gotta freaking do it. How much was that Atlas Mini? Yeah, the Atlas Custom Works Pro Micro 134 is going for $529 right now. But honestly, that's kind of hot, dude. It's kind of hot. I can't lie. I kind of want one. My weird brain just says, it looks at this and goes, yes, I need this. I need this 100%. Let's see. Make sure Miss Kuthisi. I was dropped on my head and it hurt my neck. And ooh, Jaw, are you all right, man? Hopefully you not too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad, man. Hopefully you feel a little better. Zubinel, good to see you as well, by the way. Mish, good to see you. Same thing with you, Xavier the Hummin. Hell yeah, Xavier the Human. Hello. Sunday was your birthday, Coop. Well, happy birthday, Coop. I hope you have had a wonderful birthday party. Hopefully, it was a great day for you. All right, scroll the most recent comments. I hear that it says, no, it's just doing well for a Monday. No, absolutely. Again, honestly, I know Mondays normally, you get the the whole running joke, right? Mondays, huh? But honestly, hanging out with you guys, being able to go and do the live streams always makes it a lot better. And definitely makes it feel like it's fun to get back into work for sure, honestly. But yeah, that is going to be one of the things I think I'm the most excited about because we've been getting hella new products in constantly. But we've also, in addition to new products, we've also gotten some resupply on some stuff that I actually wasn't expecting wasn't expecting to get back in. the tan Classic Army M110. Now that I was really intrigued by. I was not expecting to get a resupply of the M110, specifically in this nice peanut butter tan. I'll go ahead and click on that so you guys can see a little better picture. There, move us over to the side. There you go. Look at that. That looks cool, man. That actually looks freaking banging, dude. I love this. Again, I'm normally, the a much bigger fan of the black M110s, but the tan ones, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And again, you do get the Mock Suppressi in tan as well. I think that's a nice little touch on there as well. And again, same performance that you would get out of the original M110 SR25 from Classic Army. But again, just in a peanut butter package, honestly. So I was happy with that. We got a resupply, too, of this bad boy. I know some of you guys might be happy about this. The BAS stock. Or I guess that would basically be saying, like, yeah, it's BAS, big-ass stock. It's like when you say chai tea, it's like you're saying TT. You know what I mean? Anyway. But yeah, Classic Army BAS stock is back, baby. Or should be able to go and get some more. And this bad boy, I'm not joking. This thing has a fuck ton of battery space. This thing has a ton of This thing was, when it came out, it was competing with the PTS EPS for like sheer amount of battery space that you could actually get in this. And this thing is insane. Honestly, I'm gonna say something. Might be a little controversial. Hear me out. I think I prefer the BAS stock over the PTS stock. I know, crazy, but I just think the BAS stock offers a little bit more space, and it looks kind of cooler in my opinion. Again, that's my personal opinion. You can let me know in the live chat what it is that you guys think about it as well. But I think I prefer the BAS stock over it. Also, the name too. You can't get mad at that name, dude. Just big ass stock. You know what I mean? It just kind of rolls off the tongue. But this thing is sick. We put on a variety of different AEG buffer tubes, and they all work. I just love how much battery space you get in this kind of sleek design. It is a little chunky. It's wide, but it's not as... I feel like the EPS is just really long. It's a really, really long stock, But again, that's just a personal thing. They've resupplied on a couple of other stuff as well, but that was one that I was really, really excited about. This, and of course, the M110 as well. Those are some big things that I was really, really excited about as well. Okay, another thing, too, that I wanted to go on and go over as well, but again, I haven't very much to talk about. I've mentioned it a couple times briefly. It's the 2024 Boneyard Mystery Box with one guaranteed AEG. If there was going to be a steal that was on the website, if you weren't going to get anything else, at the very least, if you wanted to go ahead and get those extra entries in, well, maybe having a cool tech project, you're going to want to get this one. You're going to want to get this, right? And one, again, you're going to be getting especially you order right now during the stream, you're going to be getting the 5 entries into this week's shopping spree. $49.99. Again, you get the idea, right? You get those extra entries. Number 2, it says in the title right then and there, you are guaranteed 1 AEG. Now, yes, I get it. The condition of the AEG will vary from box to box. Some of them will be in better condition than others, but I'm telling you, I've seen them. You're going to want to freaking order one. I'm telling you, man. I'm freaking telling you. It is going to be worth it, baby. It's going to be worth it. Again, especially if you were looking for like a nice little spare AEG, maybe that you can go out and do some work on and get up and running and dress up to your heart's content to have like either as a spare or just if you were really looking for a tech project to get your skills honed in. Yeah, this is one that I would honestly say is pretty inconsequential, considering you are still at least guaranteed an AEG that you can work on. You can 100% work on these. I'm telling you, right? I've seen these, right? But yeah, that is going to be something else that I'm going to recommend that you also like keep your eyes peeled for as well. Because again, there is going to be a limited quantity of these. They are actually moving a lot faster than I had anticipated. I knew they were going to move fast. I didn't think they were going to move that fast. So I'm going to highly recommend that you get your orders in for those bad ones. I'm going to link this into the live chat as well for you guys to take a look at. If you guys don't believe me, put that on there. Scroll back here. Let's see here. And then what else is there? Yes. Honestly, those are like the biggest things that were going on right now. I think my personal favorites probably would be this Atlas Custom Works Pro Micro M134. Just because, again, like I already really loved the PMG5, right? The PMG5 was just freaking sick. I love holding it every time I go into the storefront. It's always tempting to just pick it up. And for $289.99, honestly, it's like, yeah, it is worth it. Like, there's really no other way I can describe it in that sense. Where you are, this is such an easy way to get into LMGs. You know what I mean? Because LMGs, you normally have to spend like what, $400 minimum usually. Especially if you're like paying taxes and everything, right? Because a lot of LMGs, especially under that price point, won't even come included with a box magazine. You'd have to buy the box magazine separate, and that comes from experience. Like I've had the 249 platform for years and years, and while I love it, it was inconvenient that a lot of them just did not come included with a regular box mag, which is pretty frustrating, right? You have to buy those separately, which, all right, fine, whatever. But this, already an internal magazine, it literally is just a lid that you open up, pour your BBs into. It's 1,200 rounds in there. You gotta work really hard to empty the magazine on that. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be a while before you are truly out of rounds in this thing, even if you were to go like nonstop full auto, which this thing also shoots incredibly fast, right? So again, you are getting this just in a this is the regular version of it, right? This is like the regular PMG5, right? And this is the PMG5 she tells you not to worry about. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of funny. This looks like the Giga Chad version of it. You know, it's just so much more to it. It's just so freaking sick. And this does look like a space gun. This dead ass just looks like something that you would find in like the Warhammer universe. You know what I mean? Like, you just gotta slap the Astra Militarum logo right here somewhere, and that looks like something that you would find in Warhammer 40K. You know what I mean? Does anyone else get the vibe? I totally get that vibe on there. And the handguard on there, again, that's also intriguing me. Just getting a handguard on a mini Vulcan. Like, what? What exactly would you put on there? I don't know, but I want to find out. Let's see. Daniel Torres, any ETA on Elite Force M110A1 or Black HK416? No ETA as of yet. I know those were limited edition, Daniel Torres, so I don't know if they are going to be making more of those, if we're going to be expecting a big batch. It would be cool if we could, but, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I believe those were limited edition. I believe when we sold those out, we let people know that, hey, these are limited edition. We don't know if they're going to be bringing these back. So I don't know. I really don't know once they sell out if that's going to be it, honestly. Zubinel, are the Atlas Quest Minis... can I fit Bifrost on all barrels of the tips at once? I know it's... Oh, God, I can't see because of the freaking hard corner. Those are the threads. I would have to see if they're even threaded in the first place, because I know the PMG was not threaded. Granted, there have been, where there's a will, there's definitely a way for sure. Where there's a will, there's 100% a way to get them all on the barrels. I think there could be. Honestly, you might have to use something to like actually just hold them in place, whether it be some type of epoxy maybe, if nothing else, right? But yeah, I don't think that they are threaded as is. If it does have the threads, cool, then maybe. But I can't confirm 100% what those threads, what size and direction they are. You know what I mean? Once we can get them in, because I'm going to be bringing this bad boy in. Probably this week, honestly. This thing is too cool not to bring in and do, like, social media with. I'm going to bring this bad boy in, and then we're going to go in and see what exactly we're working with here. Fred Bragg. Hey, all, first time here. Well, welcome, Fred Bragg. Welcome to the live stream, man. Hopefully your day is going fantastic. Again, this is a news update live stream where I go over the newest products, the newest changes, or newest things to hit Airsoft GI in general. But it's also a Q&A live stream, so if you have any Airsoft-related questions, you want to ask me any maybe looking for product recommendations or my opinions on certain products we sell, by all means, you're more than welcome to do so. Guys, let's go ahead and, treat him, as if he is one of us, another member of the Mayo Gang collective. Let's see here. I've been using the LCT RPKs, and it was insane. Hell yeah. Our LCT RPK. Hell yeah. Can't go wrong with that, man. Can't go wrong with that. Running a Boneyard box. Honestly, yeah, with those, with the Boneyard mystery box, like, I think it's pretty sick. I think just, again, that you are guaranteed something in there is pretty cool, because there's a lot of Boneyard boxes that you can get out there from other places that will not really give you a gun. They might give you some pieces for a gun, but it never really feels like complete. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, even with this, the AEG that you are getting is going to vary in terms of its condition. That's just a given, right? It's $50. But the very least, you are guaranteed something in there is really, really nice. That is something that you don't really see at all, really, in any Boneyard stuff, anything. Let's see here. What cleaner and silicone oil would you... Anything that's just pure 100% silicone oil that doesn't have any sort of additives, you're going to want to avoid that typically altogether, really. That's just sort of the biggest thing. And no, because I know I get this question, believe it or not, more often than you think. You cannot use mayonnaise to go ahead and lubricate your airsoft gun. I have to say that because we've had videos. No, my text asked me, why not? Because no, just stop it. Get some help. Don't do it. Stop it. Jace McDowell, is that an M110? Yes, that was an M110. That was the Classic Army. Let's see if I can go ahead and find it. Let's see, Classic Army M110, right? Classic Army M110. That was the tan version that I actually showed off. We have both the black variation and the tan version available right now online. The main difference is that the tan one is not going to have the ECS programmable trigger unit from what it looks like. It looks like only the black one's going to have the updated ECS trigger, but this is still pretty cool. Again, if you didn't care for the ECS trigger, there you go, right? Even a little more affordable now. A little more affordable now. Let's see here. That's a beautiful rifle. Yes, it is, man. Dartry, what's going on, man? Hell yeah. Hey, Isaias, will the new PTS suppressor fit on the Elite Force MP5? I mean, as long as the threads will match up, you know what I mean? All of the dead air suppressors will come included with the flash hider needed to go in. It's a QD. It comes included with the QD its system. So if you have the like threads needed for it, then yeah, 14 million is kind of clockwise. As long as you can do that, it should. I don't see any reason why not. Let's see. Original Wolfie, what's up, man? I'm on the fence between DMR or Saw for my next gun that I want to take to outdoor milsim games. Any advice? Ooh, the Original Wolfie. That's actually a very good question. For any sort of like milsim event, if you want to do be in that specialty sort of role. There's a couple things that you can do. There's a couple things you can do to kind of help figure it out. It's what do you want to do? You know what I mean? It's figure out specifically what do you like to do. Do you like to play more aggressive? Do you like to be a little more passive in your play style? That can be a very, very big difference. Bear in mind, there's no way around it. You are going to walk quite a bit when it comes to like really big outdoor milsim events. I end up finding myself having to run around consistently as an LMG user, right? Because again, there's always need for suppressive fire somewhere, whether it be we're attacking or if we're defending. Someone's always gonna ask, "I need a saw up here. I need a saw up here." It's like, fuck, okay, I gotta run from window to window, or I gotta go from section to section to really push up, which is cool, which is fun. But if you're running a DMR, sometimes you got to be a little more stealthy, right? You got a little more precise. If that agrees with your playstyle, then I would say go for either or. Then go for that one, to be honest. You can go with either or, and you'll have fun, right? Because running a specialty role at a milsim event is very, very cool. It is very, very fun. If there was any benefit to running with a saw over a DMR, it's that when you go to like specifically for Milsim West events, for example, which Bowas and I do a lot of, with those events, if you have a saw, you are the priority when it comes to resupplies, meaning that they give you the ammunition first. They give you the majority of the ammunition because they know that you'll be able to do more with it than anyone else would, right? So there is that. There is that. But honestly, there is something fun about just doing kind of, going with the boys on a little recce, you know what I mean? Just going out there, trying to gather some intel, report on enemy movements, right? Try to find weapons caches, whatever it might be, right? Going out there with like a nice DMR or like an SPR setup, like something built for long range combat. That's pretty cool. That's kind of hot, and it is indeed a vibe, man. It is indeed a vibe. All right, keeps going through. Make sure I'm missing anything. All right, scroll down. Remember, guys, every $50 you spend right now, we're getting you 5 entries into this week's guaranteed shopping spree giveaway for $1,000. And again, literally anyone can take home that prize pot. It's all it takes is $20 to enter the giveaway itself, whether you're buying some BBs, green gas batteries, chargers, any of the essentials, or you're just buying a brand new airsoft gun like this M110, for example. Yeah, you will be able to go ahead and get an entry into the shopping spree. But it's so important that you guys watch these live streams when we have them because, again, this is the only time where we do these extra promotions, right? Like the every 50 gets you 5. But right now, we also have, with the 2024 Platinum Mystery Box, you get 15 entries. Pistol Mystery Box, you get 10 chances. Echo 1 PMG5, this bad boy here, you get 25 entries. That's absolutely bonkers. You get the Tandem Cross Cthulhu pistol, that gets you 10. And the Baba Yaga 2 gets you 10 chances as well. Absolutely insane, right? There are so many chances for you guys to take advantage of. Don't waste the opportunities, man. Do not waste the opportunities. Would you run for... Oh, God. James McKenzie, that's a good question. Wow, why is it being blocked? Would you run for France M4? I think you mean out the box, right? Out of the box? Yeah, I mean, I would run most airsoft guns out the box. Now, are there some things that I would want to change on them? Oh, absolutely, right? I think most airsoft guns, even the most well-built one, can use one thing or two, right, to just improve on it. Typically, it would be bucking inner barrel, hop-up nub as well. Those would be probably like the mainly the barrel setup in general would be the thing that I would typically change for like most airsoft guns out the box. Not that there's anything wrong with it inherently from the box. I just think it can do a lot better, especially with like brands with what they're offering like Unicorn. The difference is there for you to see. But yeah, I think the Fur Friends M4s, I wouldn't really change too much of it. But again, that's just me personally. I know there's some people that would want to change.
What about the Fur Friends M4? What about it?
James McKenzie here was asking us, would you run it out the box? And I would say, yeah, I mean, just other than changing the barrel setup, for an improved one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Boaz is going to be joining me now on stream. So this is a news update stream, so I'm just letting people know of all the new stuff we got going on. The T191, the Chinese PLA rifle, is available now. Our distributor's able to go and get it.
Yes.
But this is going to be using the HPA and CO2s. And now you got a little bit of experience not shooting it, because obviously shot Joe, but you
I
did.
did shoot it.
Oh, you did shoot it. Okay,
did
okay.
shoot it.
So were you shooting it when it was in HPA
Yeah,
or okay?
HPA.
How did it feel? Like, what is sort of like any sort of thoughts on it?
It is definitely one of the most hardest kicking gas blowback rifles I've ever shot. That thing is snappy, and that thing kicks. I don't like the fact that this is the current service rifle of the PLA.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not a big fan of that.
I mean, like, it's
But
kind of cool. It's kind of like
It is a very interesting looking gun.
kind of like an M4
Yeah,
meets an AK and meets
Definitely, yeah, definitely nothing we've seen on the airsoft, field. But I will say, the trigger it has a very like thick like break to it, so it's very satisfying when you spam it on semi and full auto. When you just run the trigger, it kicks really hard for a gas bullet rifle. Like it feels great. I have not tried it on the CO2 yet, so I'm pretty sure once we bring it into the store and we get to test it out for ourselves, we'll definitely give you guys more details about the gun. So I'll make sure to stay posted for that. Yeah.
What do you think? Main review on this bad boy?
Perhaps. The cool thing though is that it comes with the HPA line already there. So like if you look at the pistol grip on the gun, you can actually open up the bottom compartment of the pistol grip, and hidden in there is like kind of tucked away in there. You could pull it out. Obviously, is your HPA line, so you could directly connect it to your regulator and tank.
That's actually very convenient that it's easily able to be tucked away in case you wanted to use the CO2 instead. And I'm assuming the CO2, did they mention it was just going to be in the magazine, or?
The CO2 is actually going to be in the stock of the gun.
Okay.
It uses AEG magazines. So Darktree, just to answer your question, it does. I'm not really sure exactly if it uses traditional AK mags. I'm not sure. Let me take a little look-see. Maybe it does.
It'd be very cool and smart if they did.
Yeah, maybe it does, but I know for a fact that the magazines were very light, and I was asking E&L or MOS, the distributor for E&L in the U.S. I was asking them, hey, like, is it an AEG mag? And they're like, yes, it is an AEG mag.
Okay, so it very well might just be a regular AEG AK magazine. That'd be honestly cool. That'd be actually very smart to do. I've been looking for Pistol SMG mystery box. What do you think on it? Honestly, I would say they are 100% worth it. If you really wanted to get yourself a really cool pistol on a deal, right, but you weren't too sure which one to get, by all means, you can go ahead and order that box. Honestly, we are trying our best to grant everyone's request in those mystery boxes. I look at the lists. I see every single guys' comments whenever you place the orders for it. So I would say it is indeed worth it, since a lot of times I do end up kind of picking what you guys get. Just let me know. If you don't put any notes or comments when you place the order, I'm going to have to play the guessing game. So just when you place the order for one, put in the notes comment section what you want to get, maybe some inspiration, or let me know what you already have so I don't give you something you
Like a
currently have.
duplicate,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, and there are quite a bit of SMGs in that pistol mystery box, actually.
More than the last one, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So the odds of you getting more than what you asked for,
It's pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high. And then Jaw, do we answer Jaw's question? Should I wait for the MGC4 Mark III or get the Mark II now? Because I just want an MGC4.
I would say get both. I know it sounds weird, but
bro, okay, all right. So obviously, I don't know if you want two MGC4s. If you want to, I would say yeah, get both. But I'm not sure. I haven't gotten any updates on my end as far as the development of the Mark III. Obviously, right now, Bossman is very eager to see what you guys' feedback is, which is why it's live on pre-order. So we have like the prototype mock-up there as a product picture. So if you, between the Mark II and the Mark III, if you really want the Mark III, like if it really speaks to you, if that looks absolutely sick, and if you feel like that's the one that you're always going to pick up and grab and go play with, yeah, definitely place your pre-order for the Mark III, and definitely more than worth the wait. Just based off of what people have been telling us when we've been showing the Mark III, it probably will fly off the shelves, just because the whole Rattler Honey Badger thing is, and I'm part of this hype train.
Yes,
I'm
100%.
very
He
much
was
this train.
very much pushing
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So, because it's a thing, yeah, it might be going pretty quickly. And I think right now we're still trying to deliberate whether or not we want to put a new optical ETU into this thing, or if you want to just stick with the Nebula.
So this one is actually going to be using, if I remember correctly, it's going to be using the Nebula 2.
Nebula 2.
Yeah, we
which is
confirmed.
optical,
Yeah,
which is optical.
It's
Yeah.
the optical version.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's gonna come with the more advanced ETU because it's optical. So, yeah. So, I mean, completely up to you, man. I mean, I think the Mark II is definitely going to be an extremely relevant and extremely competitive airsoft gun for years to come. Yeah, just because I feel like when it comes to AEG technology, we're already kind of at the pinnacle. So this is here to outmatch guns that cost more. If that makes sense. So
No, it's going to punch well above its weight class. That is for sure. Another thing, too, that you actually might find interesting was actually just this. I added this onto the website literally like, I don't know, maybe a couple hours ago. It's a new Atlas Custom Works Pro Microgun M134.
yes.
Have you seen this thing? Look at this. It is just kind of crazy, man.
wild, bro. I love like the heat shield on that thing.
It's a handguard. It's M-lock.
Yeah, M-lock. Yeah, exactly. Thing looks crazy with the carry handle with the Picatinny.
I honestly look at this, and this looks like something that would come out of like the Warhammer universe.
Oh yeah, something like that. Yeah, but dude, if you scroll through the photos, the crazier thing is the no, not that. The detachable magazine.
Yeah, okay. But now, the biggest thing is now we just got to wait for those magazines to be available
Yeah,
individually.
yeah. But the fact that what is going on? Okay, there you go.
Load. Wow, this picture takes forever to load.
What is going on?
Okay, but you can see right here. There's two. I just quit on it. But yeah, you can see right here. It is using a detachable magazine, which is the same mag that you would get onto the PMG5. Right, it's supposed to be using the same system where you get that little, little clear window, little visor, so you can see.
Yeah, but this one's detachable, which is different. Yeah. So the fact that you can do that is pretty nutty.
No, 100%.
And it's still cheaper than the classic Army microgun.
It's honestly, I was saying that this is competitively priced to a lot of like just 249s that exist out there.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of the A and K ones will be about this price, but you'll get the box mag too, and it's like, really? At least this one is like comes included with it right from the get-go, and it's already got the 5 rotating barrels and 40 RPS.
Also, so you have shoot, so this has one more barrel.
One more barrel than
the classic Army and the PMG5.
Yeah.
Oh man, that gun's gonna go crazy. I'm actually scared of seeing these guns at our BB Wars events. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's actually gonna be pretty terrifying considering I want to get one myself. Another thing too that I'm glad that I know you are happy that we got in as well. The new PTS Sandman dead air suppressors.
Dude, pretty expensive, not gonna lie.
They are a little pricey. What are your thoughts on this? Because these are really cool. Don't get me wrong, these look really cool.
I think they look really sick. I love how it ratchets in place with the included muzzle device. I think PTS is going to also release multiple compatible different style muzzle devices. That are all licensed through Dead Air. But honestly, man, I think the licensing just really kills the price, man.
It didn't stop this one from selling out. The shorty black one already sold out.
Holy moly, yeah. I mean, but I think they look phenomenal. Like, I think if you have the money and you really want to like make your air, like spruce it up that much more, I think it's fantastic. I love how the tracer units are also Spitfire, like the flame effect, which also looks super sick. But yeah, dude, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually really surprised that the shorty mock suppressors already sold out. Dartree asks, "Hey Isaias, would you guys ever release a custom line of MGC4s that have gate titans installed out of the box?" We do. It's called the Storm. Or do we have the? Yeah, I think we have the Storm line.
Storm lineups are gonna have the Gate Titan already installed right off of the box. In addition, of course, to a new gear set, new motor, new parts as well. Tighten the compression. It's if you guys want to see it for yourself, I might as well pull it up. Custom Storm lineup or the Typhoon if you wanted to. But if you want the MGC4 Storm, that's probably what I would suggest.
The Storm and the Typhoon is basically gonna be the end all be all, airsoft gun for you.
I would say, just going with one of these. They come in all the different color variations for the MGC4 too. So if you wanted one,
they're built to order. So,
exactly.
Yeah. So we will every time someone orders one, one of our techs will go in and obviously build by hand and personally make sure that your gun is going to be performing at its peak performance.
Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, this was another question too. When you were growing up, because obviously your very first airsoft store was Airsoft GI, right? You know, getting into it. Did you ever get involved in like the Boneyard mystery box that they used to have back in the day?
Oh man, I don't think I went through GI during that time. I think I went through another store, but I have bought a couple Boneyard boxes in the past. For some reason, I just never had the money whenever GI made a Boneyard mystery box.
I get that.
Yeah. So I
'Cause-
just missed out on the timing.
So this one, it's a 2024 Boneyard mystery box, and you are guaranteed an AEG. So it's not exactly a huge mystery as to what it is that you'll be getting, but I do like that you are actually getting for $50. $50, you are getting at least one guaranteed AEG. Now, obviously, the quality is going to vary from model to model, but in my honest opinion, I think this is worth it because if you were looking for like a tech project or maybe something to just work on in the back, I think this is honestly worth it for $50.
You can get a lot from a Boneyard box. Like I think the Boneyard box for me really saved me a lot of time, effort, and money. Like I've gotten like spare flash hiders for my guns. I've gotten like I think I got like a metal upper receiver that I actually ended up using on my combat machine build. Yeah, I've gotten like a longer outer barrel that normally just like a metal outer barrel, like a one piece outer barrel that I was looking at alone at GI at the time cost about like $50, but I got one for like way cheaper, obviously, because it was in the Boneyard mystery box. I got rail systems. You got a bunch of internal parts where like I handed it over to my friend Taylor, our head tech. But you know, like before we were working, you know, at GI, So when we were in high school, so I handed it over to him to like install parts onto my guns. So it gives you a lot of really good stuff, and it's really good because also the fact that like let's say like if you are like me and you want to keep spare parts, in your back pocket, just in case if your gun goes down or something happens, you have the parts there.
No, 100%. No, I get that. Just having a nice little collection in case, because eventually, it doesn't matter how. And I don't think a lot of people really understand this. That it doesn't matter how expensive or how high end your airsoft gun is. At some point or another, everything mechanical is going to fail.
Oh yeah. Every airsoft gun has a lifespan, but specifically, I think this one is really the one guaranteed AEG. I think that is something really special because traditionally with Boneyard boxes, even the ones that I bought, like they don't guarantee any of that.
Yeah.
But from what we've been hearing is that like more than likely you're going to get like a completed AEG. Like it might not be in functioning condition, but even then, like the odds of you possibly doing like a small repair to it and then getting it running for $50 is pretty crazy.
That's pretty nuts, especially if you were really desperate for just a gun and you didn't mind getting your hands dirty, just making a few small adjustments. This might actually be the one you would want to go with. All right. He's going through Chef Panikage. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Good to see you as well. Nate, you, so is you, and Crazy Jay. Good to see you guys as well. Actually, we actually didn't get your final opinion on the T191 on this one. I think he was also asking, in addition to the magazines, do you think it's worth the price?
Worth the price. I don't really have an opinion yet, just because I want to see how this thing performs. But just from like the experience of just like dry firing it at SHOT Show, I think it is pretty worth it. I think it's pretty worth it, especially if you are an HPA player. If you're not an HPA player, I would say wait until we test it, and then we'll give you a more informed opinion. But if you are already an HPA player, if you have an HPA tank and a regulator, and you don't want to basically like click a mouse button and release little farts, If you're tired of that kind of gameplay and you want to like spice it up and have more like a more fun user experience, absolutely, I think it's worth it.
Honestly, it's for me, the reason why I'm so intrigued by it is just because it's CO2. CO2 operated rifles in general like really intrigue me. I know they're not new. There have been a few models that have used it, and they're, of course, right, there's a CO2 magazines for green gas systems, which I never recommend, but I just really want to see CO2 also be kind of a thing growing alongside with the development of regular green gas like power GBRs. I want CO2 to be more of a thing because I just like CO2 a little bit more. I think the kick is better. I like the fact that you don't have to worry about the cooldown effect as much as you would, but I don't know. Would you prefer, if you had the opportunity to go CO2, or would you rather stick with the green gas system for now?
For me, I prefer just green gas. I think that CO2, it's hard because of how much pressure it exerts on the system. I think in general, it's hard for airsoft guns in general to perform well with that much like force and power going through it. I think CO2 is good though. Like I still believe that like CO2 still has a place. Like I would love it if like some aftermarket company made like CO2 magazines for, let's say, like the MWS, the Tokyo Marine MWS system, specifically for cold weather. Like I would literally buy 7 CO2 magazines specifically so I can play in cold weather.
I get that. Does your coming from personal experience, when you've run your MWS in colder weather, because you've brought it out to most events before, how is it like held up so far? And
I mean, I had to make a lot of trade-offs. I had to like kind of count my rounds, as I was shooting, because when it was cold, the bolt will not lock back, and then also towards the end of the mag, I have to actually I would have to reload a lot earlier. I wouldn't be able to run the full mag because by the time I reached like the last like 6-7 rounds, the BBs would just drop. There just weren't enough gas with each shot to like hurl the BB as far as you normally would with the topped off mag. So and the cooldown effect was like way worse, so like I constantly had to be like filling mags and like trying to warm them up. I was way less of a help to my team, I think. Yeah.
No, that makes sense. And I think just having a CO2 option for that would also be pretty good. Do you think the CO2, because we've also talked about this before, right, where normally you would find a CO2 magazine option for a lot of like green gas systems. Like I think even WeTech had like CO2 mags for their rifles and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course there's pistols like high caps and stuff. But we notice that the CO2 usually really wears down the parts much faster. Do you think with the CO2 magazine for the MWS, do you think it would hold up pretty well, or
only in cold weather? I would say that like if you play in like maybe 50 degrees and below, I think a CO2 mag would be fine. Anything hotter than 50 degrees Fahrenheit, like the ambient temperature, I would just switch back to green gas.
All right. XR Preacher just got the okay. XR Preacher, here's what you can go ahead and do. Go ahead and message us on the live chat, and yeah, we can get you taken care of. Yeah, if it's a warranty, yeah, you're covered under warranty, bro. All the customs are gonna come included with a 1-year warranty. So if that's happening, do apologize for that. But yeah, just go ahead and we can troubleshoot that for you over, because again, we want to be able to do that over the live chat or over the live stream. But yeah, message us on the live chat. We can totally get you helped out, and if need be, we'll send it back and we'll go ahead and give you a full warranty service for it, and we'll send it right back onto you, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a custom, so we stamp our name on it. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that we can take care of you. So
Absolutely.
yeah, the live chat service at airsoftgi.com. You could speak to a live team member at Airsoft GI.
It could be me, it could be you.
Yeah. And then we also offer traditional methods, social media, Discord, and our phone lines and emails. So make sure to reach out to us in like a more I guess like a official channel of communication, so that way we can document everything and make sure that you're taken care of.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, dude, you are covered. All right, guys, we got about 11 minutes left of the live stream. Remember, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into this week's guaranteed $1,000 shopping spree giveaway.
Somebody's gonna win $1,000.
Someone's gonna take it home. Like it's gonna do
somebody. Yeah, dude. Like, have you seen all the products we're bringing to Airsoft GI? Like, this is a time to win the $1,000 shopping spree.
It's just easy too to get entries in, considering how much. Look at this, all the biggest deals going on. 10% off BBs and batteries essentials.
Oh my god, yeah.
Upgrade parts, optics.
So it's a double whammy. So now not only are you like, so is someone going to win $1,000, but now they could stretch it even farther because we have so many discounts going on, and we got a ton of new products listed on the website. Yeah,
I'm telling you, they just pick up something like an airsoft gun. Like, they pick up this PMG5, they get 25 entries. That's 25 chances right there.
Bro, imagine getting imagine paying for that minigun and you win $1,000. That's crazy.
You know what I'm gonna do with it? I'm gonna order even more minigun.
Another minigun.
Another
double minigun.
Double minigun.
Of course you would.
Actually, speaking of new products, it wasn't just new products that actually also came in. We also got resupplied on some older stuff as well.
Oh.
No, disclaimer.
Delicious.
The only downside, it's not the ECS version.
What? Oh, what?
Yes, remember they had 2 versions when they
Yes,
initially came out.
yes,
I believe, from looking at the description, this was only the
Dang,
OG version,
dang.
the OG one.
I wonder if this can take an ETU though.
It probably can. Whiskey.
I think it's just a compression. I think the compression, the upper part of the gearbox is elongated because it's SR25, so more air volume.
With these bad boys, you can put an ETU into this bad boy, right? The OG, like the Classic Army M110s. If there was no ECS.
It has a standard SR25 gearbox.
Standard SR25 gearbox, yeah, right?
You should potentially be able to do it.
Yeah, because it's just a trigger area. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So.
But if that's the one with the elongated cylinder and piston.
Yeah.
Oh, Jules.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Jewel
Yeah,
Creeper.
yeah.
Jewel Creeper.
This thing is delicious. The FTE.
Love the peanut butter.
Oh,
That way you guys can see a better picture of it too. I'll put that out there.
Oh, and it comes with the Clone Correct mock suppressor.
That's okay. That's what I was really impressed with Classroom. The little details, just coming included with that too.
Yeah.
Because normally I remember for a long time, this was hard to find.
Oh yeah.
That was a bitch to find one of those bad boys. I'm so glad that it comes included with it.
Delicious.
How do I get out of here? There we go. But yeah, they restocking
And
this.
it's discounted.
And it's discounted. That's right. It's $323 right now. That's about a little bit more than just an MGC4.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Because MGC4s are like what, $315?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually pretty freaking nuts, dude. All right, let's scroll through here, make sure I'm not missing anything else. Okay, answer this. Our preachers. I know there was one question that I think I saw. Alt Joy is asking, is the airsoft community still going strong? I would say yes.
Yeah, I would say so as well. Yeah, definitely. I've been noticing a lot of new blood in the community, which is great.
I think the biggest problem that we are noticing, if there was anything with the community itself, is that maybe a lot of newer players just don't really know where to go. Like the minute that we get a newer guy like watching the streams or watching our YouTube videos, they're always like, "Oh, I've been looking for something like this, like some sort of community."
Yeah.
Right, and I think
I blame Amazon. I blame Amazon.
Yes,
it's all
no, you're
Amazon's
right.
fault.
No, you're
yeah,
100% right.
Yeah, because people just search up like airsoft on Amazon and like they have no idea where to go. Like I think back in the day, like for example, when I got into airsoft, like. Dude, like it was through word of mouth. So one of my friends was playing airsoft. And I was like, "Oh, check this out, mother." And then, eventually, he was like, he got his first airsoft gun through like a Big Five sporting goods store or something. But eventually, he found airsoft GI. I was like, "Oh, check out airsoft GI," and then they also had that YouTube channel. So like, I was already plugged in, and I was learning, like how to like enjoy the hobby at a higher level very early on. So like I already knew, okay, I might not have the money now, but I know what to get. Like, yeah. And then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna save up money and I'm gonna buy the G&G comment machine. After that I was like, okay, I'm gonna save up money and I'm gonna buy KWA. And then I would look up like all the tactical gear heads that they were putting out. So there was a really good pipeline, I think. But now because of like honestly, I just blame Amazon, because people see like airsoft videos on YouTube and then they'll like go to Amazon because like they want to see like the 2-day free shipping or whatever, and they have no idea what they're buying.
100%. And of course, not supporting the business, right? Again, I see you. I see every one single one. I know all of y'all are guilty of it too. Every single one of you.
Yeah, I think every single piece of kit I bought off of Amazon, honestly, I kind of regret it. I was like, damn, why did I buy this? Like, it's not that good.
No, 100%. I get that. No, I kind of get the same thing, because when I was starting as well, I kind of had that similar experience where it was word of mouth. Then it went to, okay, let me check out a few videos. And then I would see Airsoft, and I would go to their store, obviously, and I would check out their online shop as well. And that was sort of the biggest thing. But I wish that I had the same level of like community, the same level of like outreach that we like to do with our Airsoft community. That maybe I wish we could have had that. I wish we could have had that same experience. I wish the Mayo Gang was a thing before that we had joined GI.
Hey, but at the end of the day, guys, like, if you, because we are still part of the community, and like. I don't really enjoy saying this because it sounds like like we're like shilling or like self-promoting ourselves, which like for me, like I don't necessarily enjoy doing, but like the word of mouth is very important. Like when you see like young younger players on the airsoft field, and you're like, oh, okay, like he just started the hobby, and you're kind of noticing that maybe like his not maybe his loadout's not optimal, maybe maybe like he like you see that like there might be like some things like on his airsoft gun that like aren't like super good, like cool or whatever. So but instead of like being mean to him, like making fun of him, you just be like, hey, like take the time to talk to him. Like that's usually what I do. When I play, is like I intentionally go out of my way and like find younger players to kind of like help guide them to like to set them up so that way they will want to play and enjoy airsoft for like a really long time. So I always end up just telling them like, hey, like I don't even tell them that I'm with like Airsoft GI, because obviously like they wouldn't know. So a lot of times I'll be like, hey, like you should check out like the Airsoft GI YouTube channel. Like they like help, like they help you out with like setting up your loadout, and like knowing how to work on your gun. Like for example, like the building your build series, right? Like how to take apart your airsoft gun and work on it, maintenance. Like good beginner tips. Like these are all things that like I like to point younger players to. So that way they can keep playing airsoft for a long time.
No, 100%. I will tell like young players that I do work there because they'll ask like, "Oh, how do you know this?" And I'm like, "Well, I work there, right?" But I'll usually tell them like, I'm from Airsoft to Airsofter. This is genuinely my opinion. If you want X, Y, and Z, if you're looking for this type of like tactical gear, you want to make yourself look cooler, or maybe it's just what you have now is not very comfortable, and you want to see what we actually have. Come in the actual shop. You can even ask for me too. I'll come out and say hi and everything and help you out. Only Frax is saying, "Hello, newbie at an older age. I just purchased LT 14 M4." Huh.
So I think it's a Gen 2.
Okay.
So-
M4 for my first rifle on a budget. If I decide to go HPA, I'd like to stay M4. What do you recommend?
Okay, so if you want to say HPA, so HPA honestly it's mostly custom. So you would have to find like an HPA engine. So like the HPA engine itself, you have to put it into your gun on your own. We can also do that for you as well because we have a custom tech service. But if you want just like an all-inclusive, just like a standalone HPA gun, I believe Wolverine has the MTW. Yeah. Which is it is an extremely premium airsoft gun. Oh, and also just to clarify, on Amazon, we also do the MGC4 series is actually still being sold on Amazon. But what I'm saying is basically what I was saying, just to clarify, is not that I'm telling people not to buy anything on Amazon. I'm saying like because it's there and it's so convenient, I think people do less research, So it's always good to be plugged into a community to where you can research and form your own opinions about what airsoft gear you should buy. But yeah.
Chef Anakage, any chance for your build for pistols, Glock, and high cap? Your build. Any chance for a build? I do not understand this question. My bad, dude. I do not understand this question.
Any chance to do a build your build series for pistols?
Okay.
Like Glock and high kappa. Well, right now the Elite Force Glock right now in the U.S. market doesn't have too many aftermarket parts.
We're seeing some coming out, but it's just not fully there.
It's starting to catch up. For example, like Unicorn recently, they started releasing some parts, which is good.
Outer barrels, inner barrels.
Yeah, high kappa. Yeah, like there are a lot of parts. The only thing that I think the hang up that, because we have considered doing that series for the high kappa, the only hard part is with the high kappa is a lot of fitment. Yeah. So there's not a lot of standardization when it comes to Tokyo Marui high kappa like spec parts.
You would hope that there would be at this point in time, but apparently not. Still to this day.
Yeah. So like the tolerances are definitely like different from brand to brand. Even with like really expensive like high kappa parts, sometimes will not drop in fit into your high kappa. So there's a lot of like shaving and filing you have to do, which is we're not really confident like to release like videos like that and then telling people to like do that on their own, because like there's a big margin for error. As far as an AEG goes, it's easy because AEGs have been very standardized, like for specifically like the M4. Yeah, for the majority, 90% of the time, if you buy a part for a Tokyo Marui spec, version 2 M4 gearbox, you can drop that in, no problems. But with high kappas, it's way trickier.
Dartry is the cost of a gate tied install on AG if I have all the parts. Yeah, dude, if you want to go ahead and just do an install like custom work, we have the tune-up repair service available on our website. It goes for $80. It is a flat fee. Pay up front. You drop off all the parts and the gun that you want to have us install it into, and then we go ahead and do it for you, right? We do it right then and there, and it comes included as well with a warranty through us. So if you have any sort of issues, right, we'll go ahead and warranty the service for you. But yeah, you can totally do it, just $80 flat. Especially if you have all the parts. If you want to buy additional parts, obviously we'll add that on later. But yeah, it was just an $80 flat fee right then and there. It looks like it is actually just on time. We'll have answer one more. I did just buy mine Friday. Hasn't shipped yet from Nearso GI, so I'm doing an unboxing of it with my kids. Honestly, doing unboxings like with your kids sounds like actually really, really fun. Just like Christmas all over again.
Oh, so he bought a Gen 3. Okay. No, thank you for clarifying. Dude, Gen 3 is like, it's solid, man.
Yeah, you ain't gotta touch them at all.
Yeah, you might not even want to upgrade to HPA.
Okay, this will be the last one. Do you guys work on older guns like Maruzins? If we have the parts,
depends on the Maruzin, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, if there are parts available for it, because I'm not sure if we carry Maruzen anymore. Like, that's such an old brand.
I haven't heard that in a long time.
Yeah. I would say, yeah, like contact us through the live chat or email and whatnot. That way you can get a hold of our tech department to see what exactly like what Maruzen gun that you
And
want us to work
what can
on,
we even
and
do for it?
if it's possible for us to work on it, Let's see who makes a holster for the Hater.
Elite Force did have a holster they made specifically for the Hater, but I think they've been sold out, and I have never seen them ever since.
Elite Force, what's going on, man? If you're gonna make a gun like the Hater, keep making holsters for them, man.
Exactly. All right, guys, that is going to be it for this live stream. It is a little bit past 5 o'clock, 5:01 now. But, yeah, it's been absolutely fun. Big shout-out to everyone that placed their orders during the duration of the stream. You will be getting your extra entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway, but you can still get extra chances. Again, all these items down here, right? 2024 Platinum Mystery Box gets you 15, Pistol Mystery Box gets you 10, Echo 1 PMG gets you 25, Tandem Cross gets you 10, and the Baba Yaga 2 will be getting you 10 chances as well. And all these deals going on right now are not going to last forever, so it's the perfect time to maximize your potential, get those orders in, save big, and win big through GI, because someone guaranteed is going to be walking home this week with $1,000, and it can be you.
Okay, just some rapid fire last minute questions. The hominess says high kappa mag is leaking a bit of air or gas out of the bottom. Can it be fixed? Yes. Absolutely can be fixed. Either you need to tighten your intake valve or the O-ring is broken. Again, please contact us on the live chat, Discord, Instagram, email, call us. That way you can get a hold of our tech department. We can help you out there in more detail.
But in summation, hominess, the two biggest things, if it's leaking from the bottom, it's either going to be the inlet valve, right, the fill valve, or it's going to be the base plate screw. So once you remove like the plastic base plate, tighten that down. The fill valve is still leaking, then tighten. It's usually either some sort of like Phillips or flat. You can just tighten that screw down to keep the base plate in place, and that usually does it. But again, use the live chat to function us. We can help you out.
And then let's see. Chef says, is there a holster that can contain Isaias and Boaz?
No.
I don't know. Yeah.
Nothing can contain me.
There's some really old videos of us playing at SE Village, and some people handcuffed me, and I broke the handcuffs. So I don't know.
I didn't know this. I need to find this video. Well, all right, guys, that is going to be it for this live stream. It has been absolutely real. Again, make sure that you place those orders before it's too late so you can be the next big winner of the Shopping Spree giveaway. My name is Isaias.
And Boaz.
We'll see you guys on the next